どこまでついてこれるかな。
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and do I have some exciting news and details for you guys? The anniversary units are in. Their details for Super Saiyan Broly and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, they're in. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these details. Thank you to courtesy of Dokkan Battle Wiki. We love that they what they do here. Anyway, so let's take a look at Gogeta first, right? Because I'm curious. So, leader skill. We have movie heroes category, Ki +3, HP attack and defense 200%. Now, Gogeta is a Carnival LR, so keep that in mind. Carnival LRs, they remain at 200%, which is really good. We love to see that. And honestly, like, movie heroes as a category is gonna be crazy. Let's be real, boys. That it's gonna be nutty. Anyway, his super attack, his 12 Ki, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Excellent. Okay, so there's 30% attack and defense for 1 turn. And then we have his 18 Ki, which raises defense. Okay. And then greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. What is his passive looking like, though? And then we got Ki +2, attack and defense 154%. Attacks are effective against all types, plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a special attack, a super attack. Guards all attacks for 3 turns from start of turn. Ki +1 per type Ki sphere obtained. Ki +2 per rainbow Ki sphere obtained. That's really good. We like that. We like the rainbows. And then randomly changes 1 Ki sphere of a certain type to physical excluded to rainbow. So that's good. And then launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. And then launches an additional super attack with 1 extra Ki sphere, which is a rainbow. Okay, so he can super, what, 3 times? Yeah, because you have your initial, then you have launches an additional attack that has a great chance, so a 50% chance to be a super attack, and then you get 1 extra if you you get a rainbow Ki sphere, then plus the hidden potential. So he can super 4 times. 4 times total, right? Did I do the maths right? So the initial, then the great chance, so the 50% chance, and then a guaranteed if you get a rainbow Ki sphere, and then the hidden potential. So yeah, 4 times. That's kind of wild. that's in base. Like he's not even blue yet. Okay, I see. So transforms can be activated since or starting from the 4th turn from start of battle, once only. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's an active skill too. Oh, dude, are you serious? Yo, that's lovely. We love to see that. That's great. We love to see that it's an active skill and we don't have to pop it if we don't want to. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We like that. And I mean, at 4 turns from start of battle, that's also good, right? Like that's what we want more than anything. So that is excellent to see that they're actually taking those transformation conditions into account, especially with some of these fights. That's wonderful. Okay, so what is he transformed? Let's see. So once he's blue, after the 4 turns from start of battle, so we have greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy. Okay, excellent. That's a 50% right there, right away. And then his, oh, okay, so his 18 key massively raises attack 100% for 4 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Yeah, okay. Then he recovers 54% HP for 4 turns upon every attacking turn. For 4 turns? Okay, sure. That's what? Okay, sure. Let's keep going. Key +3, attack and defense 200% and attacks effective against all types, plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. Key +2, per key sphere obtained and randomly changes 1 key sphere of a certain type, excluding physical, to rainbow key spheres. And then launches an additional super attack when attacking. Okay, so that's just a free additional. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, and then launches another additional super attack with 1 or more key spheres. So that's 3, and then great chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack. And then chance of performing a critical hit 20% with each attack evaded. Okay, is that a per turn thing, or is that a forever thing? Is it just a buff? And then great chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks and countering with tremendous power. Wow. Okay. Wow. just wow. Okay, this is what you would want from a Gogeta unit for sure. Then he also has another active skill. Yeah, he does himself have an active skill after he's blue. So massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, and within the same turn activated, redirects all attacks to the character and evades them. So he has 100% chance to dodge once you activate his active skill, and he directs all the attacks on the rotation to him. Wow, and it can be activated from the start of the next attacking turn. Goodness me, Gogeta is actually kind of nutty, dude. He's kind of nuts. Like, how many supers is he doing as well? Like, he's doing all of this as well as hitting like an absolute dump truck. Like, he's hitting hard. I know he is 100%. And then he's got dodge, he's got crit, effective against all types, rainbow orb key changing. Brother, what do you not do? He's like, the only thing he doesn't do is guard. I mean, that's fine, but like, dude, what? Okay, how many supers? So we do the initial super, right? And then we have the rainbow key sphere thing, right? Then we have launches an additional super attack when attacking, so that's another one. And then he has the hidden potential, so he could do 4 supers plus all of this and just go bananas. Okay. So definitely to get the most out of him, I would say 100% dodge an additional for this guy, just as normal standard protocol, dodge an additional. Because you definitely want a decent chance to hit that additional proc, which is not going to be too hard because you're going to have like 2 or 3 other chances to actually activate it. So you can build him mainly dodge just to add that extra layer of dodge, because that 70% doesn't always come through. So yeah, I would say that's very good. He's very strong. Okay. As a Gogeta unit made in 2024 should be. Okay, now let's take a look at Broly. Let's take a look at our boy here, Super Saiyan Broly. All right, we have super bosses, transformation boost or full power. Category key +3, HP attack and defense 170%. Plus an additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters who also belong to the exploding rage or movie bosses category. Raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So he only gets 30% defense on his initial super, but he does stack attack. Then on his 18 key, he greatly raises attack. Okay. And then greatly raises defense for 4 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So, okay. Okay, so his defense once the 18 key supers is actually pretty good. And remember, he's greatly stacking attack on his 18 key and he's stacking attack on his 12 key. So that's he's going to be hitting pretty hard the longer the fight goes on, especially in base. So I don't know how long they're going to keep him in base, and if it's better just to keep him in base. I don't know. Maybe we'll see like him go super offensive in his first form and then somewhat defensive and offensive in his next form. I really don't know, but based off of just the super attacks alone, like he's gonna be hitting like out of this world. Like he's gonna just keep hitting harder and harder and harder, which is you know, very much like the character himself, Broly, because he just gets stronger as he fights. So that's amazing. We love that. Okay, so his passive skill. Oh, we have an entrance animation. Okay, activates the entrance animation upon entry once only. Key +5, attack and defense 100%, and launches an additional super attack for 4 turns from start of turn. So he just launches an additional super attack for 4 turns from start of turn. Okay. Attack and defense 150%. Guards all attacks. Okay. So he just guards. How long is that for though? Huh. Okay. Key +1 per key sphere obtained, plus an additional attack 50% when performing a super attack. Okay, so he's gonna be hitting harder and harder, plus an additional defense 50% if it is an ultra super attack. Okay, so 18 key is even stronger. Key +2 and launches an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. And then key +6 launches an additional super attack and high chance of launching another additional super attack as the third attacker in a turn. What? How many supers is this guy doing, brother? What is going on here? So we have, let's break it down really quick. The initial super, right? Whatever that may be, right? So yes, we got past the guarding and everything. Okay, yeah, Okay, here we go. This is when it gets a little dumb. From key +2, right? So if it's an ultra super attack, he gets 50% defense. Then he launches an additional super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. Okay, so if he's in slot 1, he gets an extra additional right away. So that automatically puts him at 3, because you have the hidden potential, you have the guaranteed additional, and the initial, right? Then for the third slot, right? So key +6 launches an additional super attack and high chance of launching another additional super attack as the third attacker in a turn. Okay, so we have from slot 3, we have the initial, then we have a guaranteed additional, which is 2, and a high chance of launching another additional, which is 3, and then hidden potential. So that's like 4 attacks, dude. Again, that's like 4 or 5 attacks. My math is not mathing because there's a lot of text here, but I think that's 4 supers. He can super up to like 4 times, just like Gogeta. So that's great. We love to see it. Okay. Okay. And then his transformation conditions transforms and creates a domain, different dimension space, and raises extreme class allies Q+4 for 4 turns, and can be activated starting from the 5th turn from start of battle. Okay, I mean, sure, we'd love to see that. Okay. I mean, he seems pretty good. he seems pretty good. But I mean, the only thing that I don't like, if I'm being like nitpicky here, is can be activated starting from the 5th turn from the start of turn. Yeah, we don't like that. No, because that means it, even if he's like out immediately, he still has to wait 5 turns to even get this, right? So if he's on an off rotation, like if he's on the next rotation or even the turn after that, he can get it up to like turn 6 or 7. Like the fight is pretty much over by then, and then he's like barely transforming. So I mean, that's good but also bad, you know, so that it's not too great. But I'm glad that they did give him something where he's just kind of just becoming ridiculous with his offensive power. And then when he does transform, let's go ahead and take a look at that. But I don't like the transformation so far, or at least the conditions for it. I don't really care for it. But we have to take into consideration that villains are not as good as heroes are, right? But even with that knowledge and that logic of, oh, hey, villains aren't as good, Broly feels that he's going to be so good that it won't really matter, right? Like he's going to be hitting so hard that it's like, dude, who's going to keep up with that? Like what boss in the game right now can actually keep up with Broly or Gogeta for that matter? Like I don't think there's a boss that can. I mean, initially, like first looking at him, he doesn't have anything to stop AoEs or anything because he doesn't have crazy like raw defensive power. Like he doesn't have, or actually no, he does, he has a guard, right? But guard is not the only thing we need here. We need a little bit more than guard these days. So we could build him a number of ways, but probably just, I mean, depending upon if he's supering more than I said he was, like if I'm just reading this wrong and I'm a big goof, you could do, if he's supering that much and he's hitting this hard, crit might not be a bad idea. Dodging is still on the table. You could do crit dodge and then maybe a little bit of additional dodge. Like there's a number of ways you can actually build this guy. But crit, because he is stacking attack more than anything, like he's stacking a lot of attack, crit might not be a bad idea because he doesn't have any built-in crit as of right now. So that's something to consider for sure. But remember, he might not be able to fare too well with AoEs, but since he is guarding, I mean, hey, he might. I could be tripping right now and just, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. But let's see what happens when he transforms. So if you do get the transformation, right, and the fight is going on long enough for you to actually get this, you have your initial 12 key, which is raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to all enemies. And then his 18 key greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Then his passive now becomes key +6, attack and defense 300%, guards all attacks. Yep, it's love to see he keeps guard, that's wonderful. And then key +1 per key sphere obtained while different dimension space domain is active, reduces damage received by 26% before attacking, and plus an additional attack 50% when attacking, plus an additional defense 50% when receiving an attack, and launches an additional super attack when attacking. A chance of performing a critical hit plus 26% when performing a super attack, launches an additional another additional super attack, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 26% when performing an ultra super attack, launches another additional super attack when key is 24. Okay. Okay, so if you get Broly, you win. Okay. let's just call it what it is. Broly's transformation is essentially a win button. Why? Because attack and defense plus 6 ki of 300%. I mean, I said that really weird, I know, but ki plus 6, so it's easier for him to get his super in general. Attack and defense 300%. He guards all attacks. Then he's getting ki easier because ki plus 1, right? While this domain is active. Then he reduces damage on top of guard by 26%. That's silly. That's not even, no, you're not killing Broly now. You literally can't kill him. Then plus an additional attack 50% when attacking, plus an additional 50%. I have to read this again because it's so ridiculous. When receiving an attack, and then, okay, here we go. His one super, then launches an additional super when attacking. Okay, boom, that's another one. Chance of performing a critical hit, that's another thing. He has crit now as well, when 26% when performing a super attack, then launches an additional super attack. Boom, that's 3. Then chance of performing a critical hit is 26% when performing an ultra super attack. Boom, and then launches another additional super attack when ki is 24. Boom, and then the hidden potential. That's 5 supers. This guy can super 5 times. 5 times with essentially 50% chance to crit, or rather 52% chance. He has a 52% chance to crit. What? What? Are you kidding me right now? And then he has essentially guard and damage reduction. He's supering 5 times, and it's gonna hit like a truck because he's been stacking this whole time. Dog, Broly is gonna be ridiculous. And then in the domain itself, the domain does have an effect. Extreme class allies and enemies attack and defense 10% plus an additional attack and defense 10% if you are also belonging to exploding rage and or movie bosses. The category super allies and enemies damage received plus 10%. Huh? Yo, Broly's he's too much. Like he's doing a lot, boys. Like Broly, out of the two, I think. Well, hold on. I think it's either between Broly or Gogeta right now. But here's why. Broly himself is just absurd, right? If you had anybody that's even half as good as Broly on the team, that team would be disgusting, right? But then again, Gogeta himself helps mitigate the weakness of his companions, right? Like his other teammates, for that one turn, if they're in the blow up zone, right, they can just get blown up. Not anymore. Gogeta saves the day. I don't know, dude. I don't know, but Broly's doing so much. He's doing so much. He himself is putting the team on his back. I don't know, dude. I can't pick between the two of them, because again, Broly is so strong by himself, and he's buffing and he's critting and he's got damage reduction and he's guarding and he's doing all of this stuff and he's 5 additional supers. Like, I don't know, dude. And then Gogeta, he's doing somewhat the similar thing, right? He's attacking 3 or 4 times in a turn, and then he's directing all attacks. I mean, but he's not doing anything in the meantime, though. And then he's dodging, and then he's doing things like I don't know. They're both really good. Just know that they're both really good. So whoever you decide to summon for, hey, you know, I hope you get them, because I'm gonna be going for them too. But yeah, boys, that seems to be the video with the details of these two out now. Oh my goodness, it is tomorrow. It is happening tomorrow, boys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.